Welcome back to my channel JBR Online Classes. Like, share and subscribe my channel.
Hello everyone, once again welcome back to my channel JBR Online Classes, and today I am going to start compound interest. In the previous classes you have learned about simple interest. Now in this class 9 you are going to learn compound interest. Okay, most of the chapters from class 9 ML Agarwal already uploaded in my channel. So if you want, then you can just check the description box to get the link. So before I start the chapter or the exercise problems, I just want to give some knowledge about compound interest. So first you have to know what is interest. Interest is the additional money beside the original money paid by the borrower to the money lender. Suppose it becomes a bank or the financial agency. Now what is principal? The principal is the money that borrowed from the money lender. Okay, principal is the money that borrowed from the money lender. Then what is amount? The amount means principal plus interest, the total money. Okay, the total money, that means the principal and the interest. Okay, now next, what is rate? Now rate is the interest paid for ₹100 for a specified period. Okay, what is rate? Rate is the interest paid for ₹100 for a specified period. Suppose here principal equal to 10 and you have to pay ₹10 as interest for 1 year. Okay, that means your rate of interest equal to 10%. Okay, so your rate of interest equal to 10%. So now next one, what is time? A time for which the money is borrowed. Okay, time for which the money is borrowed. So here the simple formula for the simple interest. So formula will be principal into rate into time divided by 100. Okay, so that means to find out simple interest, the formula will be P into R into T by 100. Now next thing is, what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest? Now in simple interest, the principal remains constant for the whole time. That means for 1 year or 2 year or 3 year, the principal always be constant for the simple interest. But for the compound interest, the principal keeps on changing every year. Okay, the principal keeps on changing every year. That means for the first year the principal will be suppose 100, then for the next year the principal will be principal plus interest, and when you get the amount after 1 year, that will be the principal for the second year. Okay, so now I am going to start the exercise 2.1. So here the first problem, exercise 2.1, sum number 1. Find the amount and the compound interest on ₹8,000 at 5% per annum for 2 years. So here principal for first year, that equal to 8,000, rate of interest equal to 5% and annum for and the time equal to 2 years. So first you have to find out the amount for the after first year, then you have to find out the amount after second year. That means here I am going to solve this problem by step method. Okay, so here principal for first year equal to 8,000, then interest will be formula, you know that PRT by 100. So here P into R into T equal to 1 year by 100, that equal to ₹400. So 400 as interest. Then amount will be 8,000 plus 400, that equal to 8400. Now as I said before, in compound interest the principal will be changed in every year. So as here 8,000 is the principal for first year, then the principal for the second year will be 8400. Okay, principal for the second year will be 840. Now next, interest for the second year, that equal to again same formula PRT by 100, and you will get 420. Then the amount after second year, that will be 8400 plus 420, it will be 8820. Okay, So now you have to find out compound interest. Now as the initial principal equal to 8,000 and the final amount equal to 8820, then compound interest will be final amount minus initial principal. Okay, that equal to 8820 minus 8,000, and you will get 820 as answer. Now sum number 2. A man invests rupees 46875 at 4% per annum compound interest for 3 years. Okay, so here principal equal to 46875 and rate equal to 4%. Then interest for first year. Okay, interest for first year, that equal to 46875 into 4 into 1 divided by 100, and that equal to rupees 1875. Okay, so that is the interest for first year. Then amount after first year, that equal to principal plus interest, so that equal to 48750. So 48750 is the amount after first year. So here the first question, find out the interest for first year. So here that is the first answer. Next one, the amount standing to his credit at the end of the second year. So here first you have to find out the interest for second year, and that equal to 48750 into 4 into 1 by 100. So that equal to rupees 1950. So rupees 1950 is the interest for second year. So that means the amount after second year, that equal to 48750 plus 1950. So that equal to 50700. So that is the amount after second year, and that is the second answer. Now the third one, the interest for the third year. So here interest for third year, same formula, principal will be 50,700, then rate into 1 by 100. So that equal to 2028. So 2028 is the third answer. Sum number 3. Calculate the compound interest for second year on rupees 8,000. So here principal equal to 8,000, rate of interest equal to 10 years. And also find the sum due to the end of third year. Okay, so first year principal equal to this one, rate equal to 10%. So interest for first year, and that will be 8,000 into 10 into 1 by 100. So that equal to rupees 800. So rupees 800 is the interest for first year. Then amount for first year, that means amount after first year. Okay, so amount after first year, that will be 8,000 plus 800, and that equal to rupees 8800. So 8800 is the amount after first year. Now next one, interest for second year, that will be 8800 into 10 into 1 by 100. So that equal to rupees 880. Then amount after second year, it will be 8800 plus 880, and that equal to rupees 9680. So rupees 9680 is the amount after second year. Okay, now you have to find out, calculate the compound interest for the second year. So here the compound interest, for the second year equal to rupees 800, this one, and plus 880. So that equal to rupees 1680. So rupees 1680 is the compound interest for second year. That is the first answer. The next one, also find the sum due to the end of third year. Okay, so due to the end of third year, that means first you have to find out the interest for third year. Okay, so here interest for third year, that equal to 9680 into 10 into 1 by 100. So it becomes 968. So amount or the sum after third year, that equal to 968 plus 9680, principal plus interest, and that equal to 10,648. 10,648 is the third answer. So that is the first answer and that is the second answer. Sum number 4, okay, not 3, it's sum number 4. Ramesh invest rupees 12,800. So here principal equal to rupees 12800 for the 3 years at the rate of 10%. So rate equal to 10% per annum compound interest. First one, the sum due to Ramesh at the end of the first year. So first you have to find out the interest for first year, and that equal to 12800 into 10 into 1 by 100. So that equal to rupees 1280. Then amount after first year, that equal to principal plus interest. So that becomes rupees 14080. That is the first answer. Now the second one, the interest he earns for the second year. So here interest for the second year will be 14080 as principal into rate into time by 100, that equal rupees 1408. Okay, so 1408 is the interest for second year. So here interest for second year, that equal to 1408. So 1408, that is the second answer. Now next you have to find out the amount for second year, and that will be principal plus interest, that equal to 15488. So interest for third year will be 1548.8. Next thing, the third one, you have to find out total amount due to him at the end of third year. So at the end of third year, the amount will be 15488 plus 1548.8. So that equal to 17036.5. Okay, 17036.5 is the sorry, not 0.5, it's 0.8. Very sorry, 17036.8 is the third answer. Now sum number 5, the simple interest on a sum of money for 2 years at 12%. So rate equal to 12% for 2 years per annum is 1380. So SI equal to 1380 for 2 years. Find the sum of the money, and next the compound interest on this sum for 1 year payable half yearly at the same rate. So first, here the simple interest for 2 years, that equal to 1380. So first let the principal be rupees P. So according to the problem, P into R means 12 into 2, that means 2 years by 100. That is the formula of simple interest. Principal into rate into time by 100, that equal to here rupees 1380. So here P equal to 1380 into 100 by 2 into 12, 690, and 345. Okay, so 5750 is the principal. That is the first answer. Okay, now next you have to find out compound interest on this sum for 1 year payable half yearly. Okay, remember that, half yearly. So that means the principal for the first year, that equal to 5750. Now next, interest for first half year. Interest for first half year. Now as the rate of interest equal to 12% per annum, then when you find out the interest for half year, then the rate will be also half. That means here 12%, but in that case the rate will be 6%. So that becomes 5750 into 6 into 1 by 100. So from that you will get 345 as the interest for first half year. Then amount after half year, that will be 5750 plus 345, and that equal to rupees 6095. Now is the amount. Now next we can find out the interest for second half year, and that will be 6095 again 6%, and that will be 365.7. So 365.7 is the interest for second half year. Then the compound interest. Okay, you have to find out the compound interest on this sum for money for 1 year. So here the compound interest will be as interest for first half year equal to 345 and interest for the second half year equal to 365.7. So the compound interest will be 345 plus 365.7, and that equal to 710.70. So that is the second and final answer.